Namaste and welcome to today's guided flow. My name is Rae, and here are some leg day recovery stretches. So please start on your back, making your way there now, and then hug your knees in towards your chest. So just gently rocking your hips side to side, massaging out your low back. And extend your legs up towards the sky, rolling out your ankles, pointing and flexing your feet. Bend your knees, and then coming into a supine figure four stretch. So right leg's gonna cross over your left. Option to interlace your hands behind your left thigh. Maybe coming into a gentle rock, right to left. Again, massaging out that low spine. And start to uncross, switching over towards the other side. So left leg crosses over right. Interlace your hands behind your right thigh. And gently start to uncross, rocking up onto a seat here. Keep this bend in your knees, plant the soles of your feet on the earth, and then just start to drop your knees right to left. So coming into these gentle windshield wipers, just opening up your hips, releasing any cracks or pops. Next time your knees drop over towards the right, stay here and start to walk yourself over your right bent leg, folding over your leg here. And start to walk yourself up out of this. A few more windshield wipers back and forth. And the next time your knees come over towards the left side this time, starting to walk yourself over towards your left side body, folding over your left bent leg. Slowly walking yourself up out of this, and then making your way into a tabletop position. So coming onto all fours. If you have sensitive knees, now's a good time to add some sort of padding under your knees. Your right leg will extend out behind you, tuck your right toes, and then shift your weight forward and back, coming into this little calf stretch. Right leg steps in between your hands, left palm plants on the earth. Spiral your right hand up towards the sky, coming into a deep twist here. World's greatest stretch. You can start to shift your weight forward, so it's going to straighten out your back leg a little bit more, and you'll get a deeper psoas stretch here. Frame your front foot, and then start to bring your hands towards your hips, coming up with a tall spine. If you want a deeper hip flexor stretch, just shift your weight forward here. Frame your front foot and then press your hips back into space so your right leg is going to extend out long. right toes flex up towards the sky, and then option to move in and out of low lunge coming into half split, so pausing wherever there's a lot of tension. Wherever you are, pressing yourself back into tabletop and then moving through a few rounds of cat-cow. So deep breath in and then exhale, rounding out your spine. Extend your left leg out long behind you, tuck your left toes, and then shift your weight forward and back. So coming into that calf stretch again. Step your left leg through your hands. Right palm plants on the earth, coming into a twist, so left arm spirals up towards the sky. You can shift your weight forward if you want to come into the world's greatest stretch here. And start to frame your front foot, coming up with that tall spine again. Hands are going to come towards your hips, and then option to shift your weight forward if you want to come into a deeper hip flexor stretch. Frame your front foot, push your hips back into space, extend your leg out long in front of you so your left toes are flexed up towards the sky. Option to shift in and out of low lunge and half split, so inhale, walking yourself forward, and then exhale, pushing your hips back, straightening your left leg, pausing in any areas that are a little bit tight here. And wherever you are, coming back into tabletop, and then tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet here, so feeling the stretch along the backs of your legs. And slowly, footprint by footprint, coming up to a forward fold at the top of your mat. Really just letting your head and your neck hang here, surrendering to gravity. Taking a breath in, slowly starting to roll up out of this. And then exhale, sighing it out. So we'll set up for some mobility here. So if you're near a wall, option to use the wall for balance. Right hand is going to grab the top of your right foot, coming into this quad stretch. And release this, take it to the other side. Weight is in your right foot this time. Left hand's going to grab the top of your left foot, coming into a quad stretch. And then you can start to release this. Shift your weight into your right foot, and then you're going to bring your left knee to your chest, interlace your hands around your left shin. Right hand comes to your hip. Left hand is going to be used to guide your hip open and closed. So again, option to use a wall for balance. And then keeping the motion, both hands will come to your hips, and then you're going to open and close the gate here just using your leg. All right, let's release this and come to the other side. So weight's going to shift into your left foot this time. Reach around, grab your shin of your right leg. So option for that wall to help balance. As you start to guide this hip open and close this time. And let's bring both hands to your hips and keeping the motion opening and closing the gate, but just using the muscles in your legs this time. You can release this, go ahead and shake everything out, give it a good shake, releasing any of that stagnant energy. Then we'll just come into some toe stretches. So left heel is gonna pop up, and then press your right heel up, noticing this stretch in the arch of your foot, popping up your left heel, and then popping up your right heel. So you can take a few more of these. And then let's make our way into a pyramid pose. So right leg's gonna step a few inches in front of the left leg. Feet are coming onto opposite train tracks. Hands are gonna come to hips. Take a breath in with a tall spine. And then exhale, coming into a flat back. And then slowly starting to surrender over your front leg. So option to shift your hips back, leaning your weight onto your left foot, and then flexing your right foot up to the sky. You also can bring your hands to blocks, whichever is comfortable. Step your foot in to meet its partner, and then let's take it to the other side. So right foot's gonna step back this time a few inches and come back up to standing. So we'll reset here. Deep breath in, tall spine, and then exhale, folding forward with a flat back, and then eventually draping over your left leg. So option to shift your hips a little bit further back so your right leg will bend. Left leg stays straight. Your left toes can point up towards the sky. Again, if you have access to blocks are going to be great here to bring the earth a little bit closer to you. Foot steps in to meet its partner, and then walk yourself out into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. A few more pedaling of your feet here. And lowering to your knees, setting up for pigeon pose. So right knee is gonna slide to right wrist, left leg extends out long behind you. We'll take a breath in with a tall spine, and then exhale, folding forward. So option to rest your forehead on a block or a bolster. You also can bring a block underneath your hip to sort of square your hips off here. Slowly starting to walk yourself out of this. Either pause here or you can reach around for king pigeon, so grabbing your bent back leg. This is just a nice little quad stretch. Wherever you are, starting to shift your weight onto your right glute. So your left leg's going to extend out long, left toes are up towards the sky. Inhale, arms lifts, and then exhale, coming into a side bend. And then starting to walk yourself forward in front of you. So you can kind of play around here if it feels better for you to have your hands more centered or more towards the left or more towards the right, whichever stretch you need more right now. Walking yourself up out of this, soles of your feet come to touch for Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. Take a breath in, and then exhale, folding forward. Starting to roll up out of this, helping your knees back together, closing the book, returning through downward dog or tabletop position, getting ready for the left side. So left knee is going to slide to left wrist this time. Right leg extends out long behind you. Setting up for pigeon, deep breath in, and then exhale, folding forward. So again, option to bring a block underneath your hip can help you to square off your hips, or block or bolster underneath your neck. Walking yourself up out of this, option for that reach around, coming into a quad stretch, king pigeon, or option to just pause here. Wherever you are, we'll start to shift the weight into your left glute this time. As you're shifting your weight, your right leg is going to spiral up towards the sky, right toes flex up towards the sky. So we'll take a breath in, arms lift up towards the sky, and then exhale, coming into that side bend, and then slowly walking yourself out in front of you. Option to play around with where it is best to have your hands. Maybe it's more towards the left or more towards the right or center. Gently walking yourself up out of this. We'll come into that butterfly bound angle pose one more time. Soles of the feet come to touch. Deep breath in, and then exhale, folding over your legs. Beautiful. Gently walking yourself up out of this, and we'll start to wrap up here, so making your way onto your back, keeping this bound angle shape. Soles of your feet are touching, knees are going to surrender to gravity and just let them fall out. If this is too intense, you can place blocks underneath your knees. Really take in this deep hip opener. I will leave you in this version of Shavasana for a few more minutes. Please stay and send yourself gratitude for showing up and for all the beautiful work that you just did. Your body is going to thank you later, trust me. And thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.